Mic check, mic check. We are so back again, once again. It took me a moment to remember that. My stream's kind of having a heart attack right now, so I'm trying to fix things. I don't know if no one's talking or my chat overlay isn't working, but my Spotify overlay isn't working because yeah, it's just not, because why would it? So I'm currently trying to get that fixed right now. I had to remember the site where I even do the Spotify overlay. I finally found it, and now I'm trying to remember the login. Not doing a good job at that. Maybe I'm supposed to do the Twitch account? I don't know. Oh shit, I think I did find it actually. Authorize. Or not, it did a whole lot of nothing. Come on. Trying to get this working here before the race. Okay. Maybe I should just do my Google and then I just get a new thingamabobber. New link for the thingy. I just need the overlay. Where do I even get it? Overview. Views. Oh, connect my Spotify. It's your client ID. Where do I get that? Oh my god. Okay, maybe I can find it actually. Account. Client. Hopefully the teams can sort themselves for a moment. Okay. Okay. Log into the Spotify developer dashboard. What the fuck does that mean? Am I losing it? Oh my god, dude. Alright, it seems like we already have a lobby up. I guess I'll have to figure out the Spotify problem later. Hello, Vingo. Goodness gracious. Spotify or OBS try not to tweak out about something level impossible. Alright, well I'm in, I don't even know whose home course this is. I have to kind of check because I'm stupid. Join a spectator. Alright, AG's home course is Takigahara. ASR's home course is Tsubaki. That means AG gets pick. It's POS pick. ASR picks Tsubaki. Lead. Alright, Aiden is going to choose lead. Let me switch over to the game itself. These damn ads, really. Yeah, there's an error with Spotify. It says, what does that mean? My Spotify is just fine. But apparently it's not, because it said so. Account privacy. They start? I have no clue. Yes, they can, in fact, start. Alright. So, I'm just gonna disable the overlay for... Oh, whoops, wrong one. For Spotify, because it's clearly broken. I'll have to fix that somehow. I'll probably have to ask unbiased because I don't really remember what I was doing. But anyways, we move on to the uphill of Tsubaki, ASR's home course here. We have Ricky in his GTR. Now, we saw him break Akagi's uphill record in it a few days ago, I believe. Either that, he broke it, or he matched it. I remember as he goes down on the inside against the FC, he goes into the curb, messes up trying to make a move against Aiden there. Doesn't get the pass. Goes into the curb instead. Now file through into this little windy part here. Both the drivers keeping it nice and steady, and we can see Ricky climbing back up to Aiden here. The GTR definitely has an advantage over the FC in this first sector here. There's a lot more tight spots. There's nothing for the FC to really pull away at, and Ricky's able to use that torque to really power it through on these tight just little spaces here. As we see, he's catching up. Once we get out of sector 1 though, as we now go into sector 2, it's going to open up a little bit for Aiden to start making some moves of his own here. We're going to see maybe Ricky not climb as high, but for these first few corners, we're definitely going to see him start gaining, and as we see, that's currently happening. Aiden goes a little wide there, pulls it back in. Ricky right behind the FC here, as they're both pretty close to each other going into this corner. Ricky eyeing up the inside there, real close to the FC. Down the straight, FC pulling away a little bit from the GTR. GTR stays nice and close. Ricky keeps it just within that in to be close enough to make a move if the FC makes a mistake. He's waiting for that FC to swing too much, and as we see, Aiden goes a little wide there. Ricky not too far behind, but Aiden was able to use the guardrail there to straighten out a bit, actually. Kind of worked out for him. Ricky trailing behind maybe about 10 meters down into the hairpin. Ricky down on the brake and drifts the corner. Looks for something there, can't really find it. Went down on the brakes to keep it safe and not make any contact. We go into sector 3 here. Both the cars keeping an incredible pace here. Ricky's stuck trailing behind Aiden as he continues to look for some kind of inside on the FC, but we're definitely going to see the FC start to make some moves here in sector 3. There's not really anything that Ricky is able to take advantage over other than Aiden, except spots like this. But since it's so much of a slowdown, we can see the FC maintain that lead it's got currently. Now we enter probably the straightest part of the course, except for the last sector on the uphill. Really, the first two sectors is where the GTR is going to have the biggest advantage, but once we get to here in the last one, the FC's speed does come into more of a play. And it's got the longer corners that are easier for the FC to drift than have the grip or just really quick drift. Be able to use the most of the drift boost. Ricky's still staying right on Aiden here. Definitely seen a bit of a difference in experience on Tsubaki's uphill. That or just the difference in the cars. Ricky eyes up the inside. He taps the fender of Aiden there, trying to make a move on the outside. Just wasn't able to hold as they go down the long hairpin. Ricky eyeing up the inside again. Getting a little bit of an angle there. Not afraid to hold it. As we're about to enter into sector 4 here, Ricky might have the biggest advantage that he's going to get in this whole race with these windy parts here before any of the long straights or more sweepy corners. Well, these are kind of sweepers, but they're a lot tighter than consecutive sweepers, so more windy. Around that long bend, Ricky might be able to make a move after this hairpin because of the difference of torque. He goes down under braking very late. Ricky trying to get a speed cancel there. We saw him going a little outside trying to get a little tap on Aiden. Wasn't able to make it happen though, as Aiden's able to maintain his lead against the GTR here. Both under braking. Gonna keep it nice and uniform, getting real close to the guardrails as Ricky's doing the same, trailing behind him. Ricky gets a much better exit coming out of there as they both go down. Ricky might be able to make a move if the FC swings wide coming out of the corner up here. No, Aiden keeps it nice and clean. Ricky keeps it nice and uniform, wasn't pushing for anything there. This is just the first round after all. Both of them are driving like it is. Ricky right behind the FC. We're definitely going to see this go into a second round here as Ricky's right on the bumper of the FC with a 442. Very nice. Oh, excuse me. Alright, now how do I find my ID? Spotify. I have no clue. Oh, guide. There's a guide. I'm so stupid. Oh, Spotify developer dashboard. Oh, I'm already logged in on this. Oh, a Muse widget. Oh my goodness. Okay. Client ID. I hear them starting, but hold on. Enter client ID. Connect. Client secret. What? Okay, hold on. I know I'm missing something right now, but hold on. Oh, view client secret. Ah, it's 2 IDs. Okay. Connect. No matching configuration. Am I being rage baited right now? Okay. I'm gonna tab back in. I can figure this out in a moment. Now, after we round the hairpin, we go into the second round. Aiden chasing behind Ricky. Aiden in his FC, Ricky in their GTR. It's going to be an iffy one whether this one's going to be able to go into a second round or not. We saw Aiden with that 442, and Ricky with his experience uphill, he might be able to get that sub 40 pretty easily. We've seen drivers like Crow and Aiden easily be able to do those sub 38s on Tsubaki, and Ricky's probably one of those drivers too. He's been around for quite some time, and he holds a few records in that GTR. Or at least the Akagi one, as I know of, but I wouldn't doubt anything more than that. The FC can't stop the 32 from pulling away. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for Aiden here, especially in the first 2 sectors where the GTR likely has more of a streamlined time, keeping away from the FC. Aiden's got to put everything he can in the corners though, just to match him. Got to make his differences up in the straights though. Right now, he just doesn't have that much straight power to run off here. Or any long parts. And really, Tsubaki doesn't have much of that anyways. Most of the long parts are more cornery. Like, there's slight bends to them. So, the forward grip in the cars doesn't really matter as much as the lateral grip sometimes. But the FC can definitely pull through against the GTR. But as we see, the gap here is already about 50 meters. Aiden and the Ricky here as they round the last corner of sector 1 here. So they now send it down into sector 2. Ricky far out ahead, and I get the feeling not much is gonna happen, so I'm gonna see if I can fix my thing here. Widget, redirect link, management. Are we serious? Your application is blocked from accessing the web API since you do not have Spotify Premium. Are we serious? They made it so you need Spotify Premium now? Are we dead ass? Is that why? Oh my god. Can't make this up. I'm gonna pirate everything from Spotify, dude. I'm so sick of them. Nice color FC. It is a good looking FC. As we see, Ricky's pulled even further away from Aiden here. Not much room to give for the FCs. He falls back behind. Common Spotify L. Yeah, I know, dude. Genuinely cannot make this up. You can't. I don't know, maybe I'm writing something wrong, but it seems like I do need Spotify Premium now. I wonder if this is the same issue for any of the other streamers. I'm gonna have to hit them up. At least you guys can still hear Spotify, so there's that at least. Maybe I copied something. No, it's the exact same. Yeah, I might have to switch over to YouTube Music just so you guys can see what song it is. as Ricky takes it home with a 436. Very nice in the GTR. You don't see much of that. Very good. Very nice. ASR takes the win uphill. Yeah, that is an insane time. We will now be shifting our attention to the downhill, though. There should be a link already, I'd assume. Yeah, of course there is. Costa. Join. Not online. We have Honey and Costa. This should be interesting. Miata and 8-6. Should be a good battle. The 8-6 has what, a 31? The Miata has a 32, something like that on Tsubaki. Why'd the FC lose? Is it that much slower in this map? I think it was more of a difference of experience between the two drivers. The FC can probably do what the GTR did, but Ricky definitely had more experience for it. My cat's yelling. Huh? Yelling. I forgot to say, so he gets a position pick. I swear if it is premium, I'm some bullshit. I still need to figure that out. But we now move to the downhill. We have Costa in the Miata. We have Honey in the 8-6 on the downhill. Costa with that 33. Honey, he's been a driver in the 8-6 for a long time, so I don't doubt he can pull 31s to 32s in the 8-6 on Tsubaki's downhill. And Costa's a pretty good Miata driver. I started getting into the Miata recently, and as we see, the 8-6 makes a move on the outside of the Miata going into the bend. Miata is able to pull through with this lack of needing brakes, really. It's got incredible grip when it comes to corners like that, an insane drift boost. So it's not an easy car to overtake, but Honey tried to make his move as soon as he could against the Miata. A smart play, but it didn't work out, as Honey's now behind the Miata by about 10 meters or so. Honey's having the trail behind the banana Miata here, the yellow Miata. It does kind of look like a banana. No, it's too short for a banana. It's like a lime. Honey's falling back behind the Miata a little bit through the drifty corners. Makes sense. The Miata's got basically the highest drift boost in this game, or at least one of the highest. Top 3, 100%. But like the highest is like the EG6 somehow. It has to do with this like forward grip and wheel spin. It makes no sense actually. Just ask Absolute about it. Honey now catching some time to the Miata. The difference between their power here is definitely gonna say a lot through some of these corners and straights. We're gonna see the Miata pull a lot of time in the drifty corners, and the 8-6 definitely catch up a lot on the straights. But Honey's showing his worth in the Miata here, swinging it around nice and controlled. So over for the Miata. Nah, Costa's doing pretty good against Honey here. Even a nice lead against Honey here, but we definitely might see Honey be able to make a move on this more straight part here. The Miata's the slowest car in the game, and the 8-6 is definitely not, so we might see something happen if Honey's able to catch up a little bit. And we don't. The Miata was able to hold its own just enough, but down into this bend here, both the cars kind of even out, so Honey might be able to make a move. No, the Miata really is just that quick. It's probably the wheel spin, I forget the factor. But now both the cars even down a bit. Honey right on the bumper of the Miata, but there's nowhere to go. That part is just too tight for Honey to make any kind of move, even after the cars slow down a bit. But after this bend coming up, we might see the 8-6 make a move. Both the cars get the drift here. Honey gets that drift boost as we see the Miata go all the way on the outside. Honey eyeing up the outside on the Miata, who might be able to brake with defend with his brakes as Costa goes a little bit wide there, but nothing illegal. He's able to defend from Honey, but Honey's gonna be able to make a move again as he goes down onto the left. He loses too much speed from it though and holds behind the Miata, down under braking. The 8-6 swings it through. The Miata goes wide. Honey eyes up the inside, gets the tap. Wasn't enough. It was too forceful and it didn't let him hold that side-by-side. As Honey goes out to in, the Miata holds the inside through the technical section. No brakes from either car there as Honey's right on the bumper of the Miata down into the hairpin. Honey keeping it right behind Costa. Costa keeping a good gap against Honey here. He's been able to defend from all of Honey's attacks. Very nice. Honey taps the oh no, he didn't. That was just lag. As Honey thought he tapped the barrel there. Honey's definitely getting better lines going into these corners here, but the Miata is able to hold a much more defensive line. But we might see something under braking here as Honey goes wide out to in. It's going to give him a better line going into this as he is right behind Costa. Costa holding that lead very nicely against Honey and defending very nice. But we might see something happen here. Both the cars take this at a similar speed. Honey right behind Costa. He's gonna be able to make a move. He chooses to stay behind. Could have tried to dive under braking there. Might be a little bit risky against a Miata though with those crazy brakes. After driving the Miata for a little bit, that thing has some insane brakes. The best in the game, no doubt. Not only does it have the best brakes, but it's not that fast on the straight, so it's not like it gets that much speed. So it doesn't have to brake that much either way. But Honey proving his worth in the 8-6, making his moves against the Miata, and we're definitely going to see this go into a second round, or not unless the 8-6 is able to make a move on the outside. Oh, that was close. Honey tries to make his move on the Miata there on the last bend. Barely takes it into a second round. Insanity from that. That's a... Oh, I was going to save the replay. Oh, it's like a moment too late. And we now move on into the second round. Costa chasing behind Honey, the yellow Miata, and the white 8-6. The lime Miata. The lemon. Oh, not lime. I meant lemon. It's a lemon. Oh, Honey messes up. Costa tries to make a move on the outside there. You saw him slow down a little bit when Honey made the mistake. He should have stayed on at full throttle and then made his move. He may have been able to hold that, but since he slowed down, the 8-6 was able to power out of it easily. Costa right on the bumper of Honey here, holding behind. He's got this. He's got this, Ricardo. Oh, I should have did a prediction. My bad. I forgot about predictions. I was too busy fixing Spotify. Costa right behind the 8-6. With how crazy the Miata's brakes are, he's gonna have an easier time making moves under braking. A lot easier. As we see, the difference between braking is huge between those two cars there. The Miata's right behind the 8-6, but the 8-6 is definitely gonna be able to pull away on these little straights. Very easy. It's like the difference between the 8-6 and FD in like initial D stage 1. Like in that first race, just every straight Keisuke would pull away. That's basically the same thing here. As we see, Costa falls a little bit back, messing up that second windy, that second sweeper? I don't even know. 8-6 gets a better line going on to that as Costa's trailing behind Honey here. Makes another mistake as they go into the hairpin. It's not the best for Costa here. He wants to stay as close as he can to Honey, try and get his, try and get an attack on. He's stuck behind. Miata keeps it very uniform here as Honey keeps it nice, gripping where he's supposed to grip and drifting it where he's able to get that drift going. This type hydrogen Miata versus coughing 8-6. Yeah. Costa trailing behind Honey. We've seen a gap of about 30, maybe 35 meters here between the two, and that's only because Costa was messing up those corners. He might be able to reel back in the 8-6, giving it up into a third round. Down under the brakes, we see a big difference between the two cars as Costa is able to reel in some time from the braking difference, but since the cars are going to level out here, it's not going to mean that much. The 8-6 pulls away again. If the Miata isn't able to hold up its speed in a corner, then the 8-6 is just going to pull away with the power. They round through this long bend. The 8-6 might pull away a little bit. Through this straight and the next one. These are about the straightest parts the 8-6 can get to get some time off. But the difference of braking is going to let that Miata catch up a lot. As we see, the difference is about maybe 15-20 meters between the two. It might be 25 by the end of the straight, but after this long corner, it might drop down back to 15 as they both swing wide through the bend, pulling it back in. Costa with a much better line going into the windy section. These two cars don't have a big difference here. The braking doesn't really mean nothing when they don't have to brake through that part. So the 86 is able to hold its own and bring up the gap to about 30 meters. Wow. Might be a little bit more, actually. 35. It's going to be close to the finish here. Third round possible. It's possible, but it's going to be iffy. The 86 is going to be able to take advantage of the straighter parts in this section. Like this one here, the 86 is going to be able to pull a couple meters to the Miata if the Miata isn't able to hold its own in the corners. Supposed to sending it down, taking all the corners, trying to catch up as they're basically mimicking each other's lines. I mean, look at that. He's driving on his tire marks. Like rear tires drifting and all. Honey sends it through, gets a tap on the guardrail there. Costa might be able to make some serious time up here. The 86 is going to have to wheel spin a lot. Ooh, they both round it through over the dirt part there. Honey about 35 meters ahead, give or take. Miata down under braking. Sends it through nicely, but here's where it's going to come down. These longer bends might give the 86 the chance to pull away from the Miata here. It's going to be rough. Oh, it's going to be iffy by the finish, but the 86 might have this. 40, 45. Next round. The 86 isn't able to bring it home with a 34. Insane time from the 86 there. Very nice. The Miata has a 33. Oof. That's the fastest Costa has, a 33. The Miata is able to bring it into a third round. Very nice from Costa. What am I doing over here? There we go. I'm just pressing buttons. Honey is now going to be chasing behind the Miata as we go into the third round. Honey makes a tap on the guardrail there. We saw his car jitter back. Must mean he hit something. Honey much further back than round one here. He's not going to be able to get that attack on the straight like the first time. The lemon car. I do wish I knew what song this was. Like, look, when I put overlay on, it's just this account doesn't. What do you mean this account doesn't exist? Why is it showing this now? What? Huh? Hold on. Interact. Copy the widget URL and replace it with the current one. Okay, but I can't get the current. Okay. I think I know how to fix it now, at least. Yeah, the Miata's got crazy game in this game, but it's not really a good car. It really does need some kind of mini buff. It probably just needs a change in the gear ratio. That's it. Because its problem is its third gear, really. Like, its second gear is fine. And, like, you look at it at Hayaka's Downhill, and it has the record, obviously. But, like, when it comes to a course that isn't Hayaka and isn't second gear every corner, then you run into problems. You know? Like, I feel like all it would need is, like, a quicker second gear by, like, a couple kilometers. That's it. Because it's still going to have record on Hayaka, but when you're in third gear, you'll be a couple revs higher because second gear was quicker. So when you come out of the corners, you won't be as low torque. And when you're taking the corners, you'll also have a higher torque. Well, you'll have a higher RPM. I don't think I need to explain how RPMs and torque curves work to you guys, but it should theoretically make the Miata an actual, like, opponent in this game, because yeah, it's able to do really good times, but like a 32 is the best it has here, and that's from Lake. Dude is a god in the Miata. And then you look at like AP1, it has like a 29 or a 30 or something like that. 86 even has like a 31 or a 30. Pretty sure Crow has a 31 in his FD. FD beating Miata on Tsubaki Downhill is crazy. I mean, like, I feel like that would be the best way to fix it, because on Hayaka, you're not, like, the top of your second gear, you know? Oh, hi, Goki. It's like, you have room to give. And that's how it goes with most of the second gear corners. If you're, like, above, like, 74, 76 in your second gear, you should just take it in third. But Honey, looking for a move against the Miata, switches down onto the inside, looking for something against the Miata here as they both round the hairpin. Costa with a bit of a gap over Honey here. Honey able to make up some time with his speed here as they round into the long bend. Hi, Goki. Very good defense, but I feel like that's all the Miata would need. For once, Solake. Miata's a good car. It's really fun, but it really does need a gear change. Make third gear, you know, in the corners have a higher torque. Not really a power change or an acceleration change, just a gear change. You know, doesn't need more power, it doesn't need more drift boost, it just needs a quicker second gear. So that'll make third gear more usable and won't like make Arazaka any more OP or worse. Because it really isn't at the top of second gear. You're rounding those corners in second, but you're not top of second. So even if second gear was shorter, it's not going to mean anything if it's 2 or 3 kilometers quicker. So we see Honey keeping his ground against the Miata here. He might be able to make something happen after this corner, right on the bumper of the Miata. Taps the guardrail. Yeah, it's definitely realistic, but this game isn't like supposed to be that realistic. I mean, like, we're drifting every corner, like in 8.6. Like, this is a mix between realism, arcade, and initial D. So yeah, the Miata's that of realistic, but you know, in a game where that doesn't really matter, it should be a little bit quicker for balance purposes. As Honey makes a tap on the Miata there, trying to get a speed cancel. As they round onto the final straight, Honey definitely too far back to make any kind of move against the Miata with a 434 from Costa here. Very nice. Agreed, it's so much more fun. That's why I prefer playing Initial Unity over Assetto, because I can drive any car I want and still have it be balanced on paper, at least. Like, obviously, if I go drive Miyogi Uphill in an MR2, I'm gonna lose to, like, an FD, but, like, I go drive on Arazaka's Downhill in the MR2, I'm probably gonna beat the FD, so it's like, whatever. And plus, I don't drive MR2, I drive an Evo 4, so who can I care? I drive an all-wheel. I've been kind of up and down with the Evo 4 lately. Just like, I'm not clicking. I clicked like really well with like the Cappuccino, but like Cappuccino's in such a bad state right now. Like, it's in OP state public, and we're not doing much with the test build because we're focusing on other cars. And it's like, oh my god, I just want my Cappuccino. Now we go into the 4th round, a little bit late there. We have the Miata trailing behind the 8.6 here. We might be able to see something happen this round. Costa was able to bring up his performance a little bit and get that 334. He makes a little bit of a tap on the 8.6 there. Nothing but minor contact, so it's fair game. The round into the windy section here. We might see the Miata pull some time against the 8.6 if he doesn't mess it up. Very nice through the section. Neither driver giving an inch over the other. The 8.6 with 0 brakes on that last corner there. Even the Miata broke a little bit. Very nice from both drivers here. Costa falling behind as they round the hairpin. Both cars phenomenal at drifting, so it's hard to say which one is gonna have the bigger edge. It really does come down to braking and speed between these two cars. The Miata definitely has a higher drift boost, but both these cars are so good at drifting, it's not gonna matter that much. Unless it's a really tight corner, who knows. And even then, the 8.6 gets the drift in 3rd gear while the Miata has to drift in 2nd gear, so there's gonna be a point. Whoa, what happened there? You guys saw that? Whoa. Something happened there with the internet. They like teleported inside of each other for a moment. You saw the sparks. We're gonna have to clip that one. But like I was saying, the Miata has to take most drift corners in 2nd gear. It does do some drifting in 3rd gear, but it's better off gripping unless it's a really long corner. So it usually has to shift up after it does its 2nd gear drifts, where the 8.6 gets to ride it out in 3rd gear with that 11,000 RPMs. It pretty much makes 4th gear obsolete in the 8.6 on some courses. Fujiwara zone. That was not a Fujiwara zone. Teleportation zone. As we see, the 8.6 is pulling away against the Miata here. Might actually be in that 40 to 50 meter range now. Honey might be able to take the win on this round if he's able to keep this kind of pace up against Costa here. Costa trailing behind. Brakes on the last part, trying to keep it through. Nice. 32-33 pace, yeah. Tsubaki gets it. As we see, the 8.6 is definitely in that, excuse me, sorry, is definitely in that 50-meter win range right now. He's keeping up against the Miata's pace here, and Costa might be not able to pull this into a 5th round here if he can't catch up. Honey's played this round very phenomenally in some of these corners, and it seems to have paid off as he's now, yeah, he's over 50. He's at like 55, 60 meters here. Costa's got to pull out all the time he can, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Even if the Honey makes some minor mistakes, it might not be enough here, considering that last straight on the final part of the corner. Costa's stuck behind. It's gonna be close. I don't think so. I think this might be over. ASR might be able to take the win here. Costa's sending it through these corners as best as he can, getting a much tighter line than the 8.6. As we see, the 8.6 is much further ahead, and he's got an incredible run going on here. This might be a 32 actually from the 8.6. The 8.6 all the way ahead. Costa keeps it in, drifting it through, and the 8.6 50 meters before the corner, unless he messes up. Ah, it's over. The 8.6 sends it down with a 32 flat from Honey. Wow, very nice. Like I was thinking, that's a 32 right there from the 8.6. Insane. But Honey brings it home for ASR. Very nice. And it was Ricky who won the uphill. Who is Ricky racing for? I actually forgot. Ricky is racing for Anti-Skid Racing. All right, so ASR takes the win on Tsubaki, the AG's home course, right? Hold on, whose home course is this? I have to actually check. Tsubaki is, oh, it is their home course. ASR. Wait, why did I say ASR gets picked? Did I? No, I think they knew what I meant. I confuse it all the time. ASR takes the win on their home course. All right, we now move on to Takigahara. This should be an interesting one, and they are like flying through onto the lobbies. Like, give me a moment. I wanna fix my Spotify thing. Okay, so now it's doing some bullshit where it's saying this account doesn't exist. What are we talking about? My account exists, all right. All right, click login. Once logged in, your drop down appears. Dashboard, create app, app name. All back. Save. Client ID. Okay. Maybe it doesn't like this URL. Like a dashboard. Can I not edit this? Your application is blocked. Sorry, you haven't reached your... please delete an existing app. Okay, okay. I'm gonna delete this. Oh, I could just edit. I'm stupid. Okay. Redirect link. Boom. Cool. Is that it? Did I fix it? Client ID, client secret. Did they already have the lobby? And the lobby's gone. Where's the lobby? Oh, they have UPnP. Oh, of course. Is this? Not highly data. I'm gonna restart IU actually because I know it's gonna crash. I already know it. I'm calling it. I don't want to deal with this baloney. Okay, so I copy client ID and then client secret I also copy. Okay, it just doesn't work. Set this to redirect URL. Go to your Spotify developer. Okay. I think I'm close to fixing it. So are they just not gonna host the lobby? Restarting. Okay, good. Okay, good. Oh, they changed the redirect. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, save. Maybe that's why it's not working. They changed shit. Maybe it's not premium I need or something. Crazy for love, crazy, yeah. Crazy for love. Every night I see crazy is what I need. Okay, there we go. Account connected successfully. Okay, cool. How do I get the link thingy? Okay, how do I... Okay, now it's connected. Where do I, Why is there two? Wait, which one is the correct one? Okay, do they have a lobby up? Posted. Okay, they have a lobby up. I can't leave without the help me. Doctor, doctor, please. I'm to the limit. Got me inside my heart. Doctor, doctor, help me. Say yeah, yeah. Okay, and then what do I need for... Where did it go? Get me in the damn lobby. I'm gonna unhide you. Widget Spotify. How do I fucking use it? Amused. Ah, here we are. Okay, now I just copy you. What the fuck? What do you mean there's an error with Spotify? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it's not working for Ricky either. Okay, cool. There was an error with Spotify. What fucking error? Oh my god. Can't make this up. I didn't even know I can edit the cool things. What the hell? Confirm and copy. An error with Spotify. I swear, dude. I'm gonna lose it. Alright, cool. I'm in the lobby now. This is AG's home course? Yes, it is. Takigahara. Should be interesting. So I fixed everything, but problem is nothing is actually fixed, which is some bullshit. So maybe I do need premium now. My bad. But yeah, no, I have no clue why it's not working. Why is it not working? Yeah, that's still not working. Refresh catch. What the fuck? Alright, so we're doing downhill first. Dominic needs to restart their lobby. Okay. Alright, so we're doing downhill first, actually. Because Dominic has to restart their PC, and this is just quicker. Alright, so we're doing downhill. Let me start a prediction. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Why do I have so much shit open? Oh my god. Get off my screen. Alright. Alright. Oh, Vingo. Oh, Vingo has been doing the predictions. Oh. Oh, you just did one for the uphill. We're the downhill now. Shit. Whoopsies. Alright. I'm gonna put that away. Alright, we now move on to the downhill, which is the inbound of Takigahara. We have the 8-6 and the Miata. I'm not exactly... Oh, as Costa immediately messes up, goes into the curb, goes straight into the guardrail. Costa, ooh, this is not good. I'm not really sure which of the two cars has an advantage here. I'm willing to say it's the Miata, but honestly, with how bad the Miata tends to be, I'm not so sure. It might be an equal 8-6 is equal to Miata here kind of situation, but Costa completely messes that corner up. He's gonna have to fight for his sorry, start distance. After that, as the 8-6 is far ahead, can't even see where he is. Miata has a 3-sec PB difference of the 8-6. That might have been more of 3 seconds mess up though. Yeah. See, the Miata sending it through these corners in that second gear drift. The 8-6 might have to hold a low third gear for these, or a high second gear, and then have to shift up the third. I'm not too sure. I've driven 8-6 a little bit, and you can get away with a lot of third gear, but there's just some corners you really do gotta put it in second. High risk, no reward. Fire, fire, fire. They send it through, and the Miata's definitely catching up to the 8-6 here. We're seeing the gap start to diminish a little bit. Legit. Yeah, Costa made a mistake, Goki. Costa trying to keep up with the 8-6 here. Down into braking. The Miata with them insane brakes. Might be able to catch up alone because of those corners. They send it through into the windy section of Takigahara here. Costa keeping it nice and uniform. We're definitely seeing Costa catch up a little bit. They're not too far from each other now. The Miata's gaining time against the 8-6, but still going to be close to the finish if Costa can't bring it home. Costa keeps it nice and uniform there. As we see, the difference is about 60 to 70 meters here. Might be 80 or 90 now, though, with how long this straight is. Wow. Or I just misjudged the distance here, but Costa sent it through, scraping against the curb there, doing everything he can to catch up to the 8-6. Angels really needs the win on their home course here if they want to bring it into a tiebreaker match. Tiebreaker course, I mean. But looks like Honey's gonna be able to take the win on the first run here from Costa's mistake. A 320, very nice. Plot armor. Legit. Honey brings it home for ASR. Insane. Now we can move on to the uphill battle. Try to assume there's a lobby. Yes, there is. Ricky's got one. Ricky's goated. There we are. Ricky's tweaking out in chat. You got this, man. Dude does not know the map. Angels might have the chance to take it, actually. Yeah, R32 is fine on Taki, though. I don't remember what I have, though. Don't die. True. Seriously, lies, it's not working. There was an error with Spotify. An error my ass. I'm closing Spotify. I'm gonna reopen Spotify if it really wants to be like this. Maybe that's why. Maybe all I had to do was close and reopen Spotify. No, not even close. Okay. It's about surviving. True. This guy gets it. Alright. Tools like that. I'm asking Chat GPT. Clear cache, disable hardware acceleration. I already did. Log out and back into Spotify. I mean, logging out and logging in could work. I'm logging out of Spotify. And now I'm logging back in. Yes, this is me, actually. Oh my goodness, I'm logged back in. Did it work? No, not even close. And the lobby's gone. Why is the lobby gone? Alright, Dominic's gonna join Ricky. Or Ricky's gonna join Dominic, I mean. Check my internet. Yeah, truly. Reconnect Spotify overlay. Browser source Spotify overlay. Delete it. Re-add the overlay link. I did. Okay, close Spotify. Close OBS. Reopen Spotify first, then OBS. I can't really close OBS right now. I'm kind of streaming. Alright, so we're having technical difficulties, it seems. Give us a minute. Oh my god. Alright, so AG's checking to see if they have someone who can fill in for the uphill. So they were gonna run Dominic, but his PC had a heart attack apparently. So happens. Maybe I do have hardware acceleration on. Like, why would I though? I always try and turn it off. Alright, settings, scroll down. Settings. Why is hardware acceleration on? Jesus. Of course, no wonder it's not working. Oh my god. Alright, now let me reopen Spotify. Maybe that's why this hasn't been working. Does this count as a restart? All I am is reopening Spotify. No, I didn't do shit, of course. Okay, I can't really restart fucking Spotify. I have to like restart my PC. My hand is shaking. Lock in, Ricky. Okay, he's gonna try to restart his PC and then delete the thingamabob or something like that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna restart Spotify again, see if I can get that to work, and then I'll try clearing my cache. Properties. Okay, that's obviously not working, which is phenomenal. Fuck, I'm closing Spotify again. Fucking Windows R. It's gonna delete all my data, but I truly don't care. Cache. Cache folder. There is no cache folder. Unless I'm missing something. I have to be missing something. There's this... My Spotify just hates everything. Maybe I should tell him I'm using OBS. I sleep at night for real. Don't wake up. Alright, so we're still waiting. Streamlab. Is this it? I don't know. Alright. Go to Streamlabs dashboard. Is this the piece of the puzzle I was missing? No, I don't even use this. Why is it? Okay. Okay. Let me. Spotify. Gonna get the music back up because I need the music. Okay. So properties. Refresh cache of current page. No, still not working. Okay. Place the overlay link. Go back to 6A Labs. Recopy the Spotify URL. So do. Okay. I get it. I get it. Okay. It's literally connected. Why am I logged in on the wrong account? Am I? Hold on. This fucking account am I? I'm gonna lose it, dude. Going to lose it. With Discord. Is this the one I'm connected to? Okay, it is. Okay. Phenomenal. Copy. Confirm and copy. Oh, do I have a link? I have a link. Okay. Oh my god. Let me in. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to restart IU now. Because, yes. I feel like I'm making real progress on fixing the Spotify overlay thing over here. Okay. So copy this to clipboard. Then I delete this little shitter. And I'll just... Okay. No, I'll make a new one. So, browser. The Spotify overlay. URL. What the fuck? Why? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. Let me open Radmin as well since we're using Radmin. It's just best to have it open. Okay, so it's clearly not that's the problem, because why would it be? You had to do that. Make sure Spotify is actually playing. Do not use private session. Make sure the volume isn't muted. Am I in private session? I don't think I am. Why would I be? That'd be stupid. No, I'm in public. No hardware acceleration on OBS. Okay. It probably already is. OBS settings advanced. Just don't see it. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, I have a link, and I think they restarted. I don't even remember who won the uphill. It was Honey, right? Or downhill. I think it was Honey. Yeah, it was Honey. I'm geeked out. Close OBS, reopen it, remove and re-add the fresh overlay. OBS catch is broken. Oh my god. Tell me to restart that shit when it just doesn't want to restart. Lobby is open, they say, as I am trying to connect. There we go. Alright, we can finally get back to the game. Ah! I clearly can't find what I'm looking for. Did he know that? Oh my god. He said he wanted to lead, but he had it set to client leader. Bruh. Oh my god. Oh, browser source hardware acceleration. Oh my god. I think. Oh shit. Well, at least that overlay works. All right, guys. Confetti time. Everyone, like, turn down your audio. Like 3, 2, 1. Yeah, see, that one wasn't so loud. I don't even know where the audio for it comes from on OBS either. Oh no, I found it. I could wait. Hold on. If I play it, oh, it only pops up when I turn it on. No wonder I've never seen it. Oh, hold on. Well, now it should be very quiet. All right, that's much better. Okay, let me set it to like 20. I have like 20 decibels quieter. Yeah, see, that's much better. Oh shit, we're starting. All right. Just switch to YouTube music. Well, I don't have that on my PC. I don't have a big old Eurobeat song. Big old Eurobeat playlist. Oh shit. We got another one. Confetti. Yeah. See, now it's not deafening. All right, we move on to the uphill. We have Ricky in the GTR leading against Dominic in the S2K. Good old Honda S2000. Oh, this is a great start. Oh no. What? Oh, okay. Ricky opts to go over the grass there, apparently. Yeah, this is just a little bit of lag. As they're parallel drifting and going through each other. Uh-oh. Oh, and they're flying. Oh my god, he's doing a flip. Oh, he's out of the map. Oh, he's driving through the map. Okay. All right. We stabilized. All right, we're good now. Never mind. No, they're not. They have infinite grip. Oh my god. Oh, Ricky messing up. Dominic might be able to make something happen. Coming out of this corner here, but no, GTR's torque is able to pull it through. Some high-level drivers. Yeah, exactly. This is... oh, this is the highest level of driving. Gonna mess up even harder. Yeah, it's always S2K that takes flight. Alright, but as we send it through these hairpins, Ricky drifting it through, trying to get some distance over Dominic here. His team really needs it. If ASR takes the win now, then they take the win 2-0 AG. So Ricky's gotta be pushing for his team here as Dominic takes flight, just jumping around and stuff. Oh, and teleporting. Oh, and reverse drifting, both of them. Okay. It's like I'm at the last race of Formula Drift again last year. That was goated though. James Dean, champion before the race even started, basically. This is insane. Oh, and oh, they crash into each other and fly. Oh, and GTR's upside down. No. Oh, and it's in the ground. Oh my god. Tomato driving, yeah. They round into the hairpins. Dominic trying to get some kind of speed cancel on the GTR there, tapping the fender. Once again, eyeing something, but that GTR's power coming out of the corners is gonna be pretty impossible to challenge in an S2K. Both of them sending it through Dominic. Whoa, little too aggressive there. I'd say that one's a warning. Taps the back end of the GTR, goes into the guardrail. A little too much. Dominic makes a move on the inside. Both down under braking. Little bit of paint swapping here as they both go down. Dominic trying to get the overtake on the GTRs. They're side by side. Little bit of tapping here and there. Still completely side by side. Oh, and Dominic full stops. Oh, no. Oh, it's just lag. Oh, what do you mean there's music? Oh, god damn it. Since I restarted Spotify, oh my god. Are we serious? No one told me Spotify wasn't going? What the fuck? Adrenaline was going this entire time. No, it has problems with the overlay, not the actual music. Since I restarted Spotify so many times trying to fix it, I didn't know Spotify wasn't going in OBS. Ah, you guys should have told me, but that was a crazy side-by-side. Ah, fuck, replay. Dominic better have saved that replay. If he didn't, dude, I'm gonna actually be so pissed. That was a crazy side-by-side. You don't just save, you don't just not save a replay after that. All right, we now move on into the second round. Oh, and they're already flying. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my. They're both tweaking out. Ricky behind Dominic here. Ricky might be able to make some kind of move on the early stages of Taki with the higher power. It's not going to be easy though against Dominic and his S2K. Ricky eyes up the inside, gets the tap on the S2K. Not enough to swing him out. Oh, a bit of an aggressive move there, but it wasn't anything illegal actually, we might have to look over that one. It might have been. That was a bit of an aggressive tap. Ricky eyes up the inside, down under braking. Whoa, yeah, it kills the S2K there. Is Ricky gonna stop? Okay, yeah, that was... Yeah, Ricky knows he killed him there. That's definitely a, give position back. That's easily a warning. That's a warning, like major contact warning. Oh, and they're both stopped. Oh, I think the lobby crashed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. They're just stopped. Like, I tried sending a message, it didn't work. So I think everything crashed. Yeah, they're saying lobby died. Lobby dead. Oh no, that was like 6 minutes ago. What the fuck? Lobby is like super mega ultra dead right now. Oh, and it's gone. I didn't even know it was gone. Whoops, I don't want to host. I'm not racing today. Go, go, go. All right. We got Ricky on the phone. Bruh. The Ricker. All right, we now move on to the second round of the uphill since the second one lobby fucking crashed. Goodness, dude. Can't make this up. All right, Ricky chasing behind the S2K, gets that crazy launch in the GTR. Ricky might be able to make a move. Uh-oh. Might be able to make a move against Dominic in these early stages if he's able to use that power coming out of the corner effectively. Coming through this windy part, down under brakes. Ricky's eyeing up something against the SDK. Tries to get some kind of tap going on, but oh, and there goes everything. Oh, and they're inside of each other. Okay. And they're flying, and they're off the course. Oh my god, he ramped off him like a ramp car from GTA. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Ricky sends it through down onto the brakes. He shouldn't make contact this time. Yeah, very nice. Dominic gets a bad runoff, and Ricky's upside down. Oh, and Ricky's sent into the forest. Oh, collect my pages. Oh, and he's vertical. Oh, they're backwards into the ground, and oh my god. What is happening? What is happening? Why is happening? I swear I'm about to move over to like ZF versus CKB right now. I swear. This is just unwatchable. Classic Kenny internet. This is not my fault. This is not my fault. Do you see this level of bull? This is not mine. This is not mine. In battle, it's fire crazy. How? It's not. This. Who are you? Never seen this person in my life. Who is this person? That's your fault. Zig? It sounds wrong to say. That's just how your name is. Who do you think I am? I don't know. A twink? I don't know. That's my best guess here. It mainly sums up like 50% of IU. All right, bro. This is actually this is projecting. Happy is a twin. So it's Slappy, of course. And the S2K is upside down. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Ricky falling behind against the S2K here. Looks like ASR. Oh, and he's flying. Oh my god. Whoa, whoa. Truly XUESOS. And Dominic wins vertical. Oh my goodness. A 323, not bad for S2K. Very nice. Dominic brings it home for AG on the uphill. Honey won the downhill. Ugh. Alright, we coin flipped for the tiebreaker on Takigahara. We're gonna be running the downhill again. Costa in the Miata, Honey in the 8.6. So if Costa's able to bring this home for Angels, then that means we'll go into a tiebreaker map. What is this replay load? Yeah, this is what I was seeing the entire time. Aki's here. Aki missed everything. Alright, where's the lobby? I need me a lobby. Oh, I gotta stretch my legs. Sitting here for like an hour straight, not moving. I just woke up and I gotta thank ABS no barking from the chat, and he cooked update with no nerf. Huh? I have no clue what you're talking about, Aki. There's no update yet. My brother, you aren't even in the test build server anymore. Pro knows. Queen here, but I guess you lost IP. Bruh. Oh, why is it already trying? It was Ice Cube riff. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Alright, I get it. Alright, bruh. Rage baiting. Yep. Go. Alright, cool. Alright, we now move on to the tiebreaker downhill. We have Costa in the Miata, the Lemon Miata, and we have Honey in the 8-6 Honey with a 17 master. Costa with a 16 master. Wow. I remember someone previously said it was 3 seconds difference between these two drivers. Honey 3 seconds behind, but now it's only 1 second. So either the other person was wrong, or Honey just went and practiced Takigahara's downhill and got a master. Honey trailing behind the Miata here. But both these drivers definitely have the cars and the pace for a good race here. Miata definitely has the advantage when it comes to the grippier parts for the 8-6. The 8-6 seems to be holding up against the Miata pretty well, actually. Might be a difference, something in the suspension, actually. I would assume that the Miata is able to grip easier than 8-6, but I haven't driven 8-6 for a while, so I don't really remember how good it is gripping or not. It's known for being the drift car, not the grip car. You know what I mean? Honey keeping it right behind Costa here. Might be able to see a move happen on these hairpins if Honey's able to get some kind of speed cancel on the Miata. Honey with the aura. the green and white aura like angels, which is kind of funny. Tsubaki Miata was slower. Is it faster here? I mean, probably. I don't know. Miata is kind of a shit car, so it's kind of hard to know. It's like, you think it would be good here because of the short parts and windier parts, but it's not like MR2 or like pre-buff, like super OP cappuccino, you know? Miata definitely is, but it really needs that little micro buff, like I've said in the past. Honey's able to keep it right behind the Costa here. We saw the Miata gain a lot against the 8-6 in that first round on the downhill here, where Costa messed up on the first corner, but see the Miata brake much later than Honey. A little bit of a tap there. Whoa, yeah, Honey eases off from that rear end tap into the guardrail. I'd say that one would be viable for a warning. It's definitely hard to gauge braking between the two on a course like this when you're racing it. Like, it's easy to tell the Miata's better at braking than the 8-6. When you actually have to do it on the course and behind them, it gets a little wonky. Exactly. Realistically, too long of a second gear than a long third gear. The problem is, like, it's RPMs when it goes in the third gear. That's really it. Honey's right behind the Miata here. Sending it through the snake hairpins. See, the problem with the Miata, I was talking about this earlier, and I'm going to talk about it again, because I like the Miata, and I believe it deserves a little buff, because it should be a car that should be able to compete a little bit better. But it has just fine second gear. You're able to drift it high in second and whatnot, but like, if you go past that threshold, you're just drifting in third gear, which ends up being quicker than second if you're gripping or drifting in third a little bit. But the problem with third gear is that its RPMs are too low to hold any sustainable torque in the corner. So you're just kind of either being stuck slow in a super high speed second gear drift, because you're gonna have to shift up and lose your speed, or you're in a super like kind of low torque third gear drift. And I mean, you're not gonna have to shift up coming out of the corner, but you're slower on your own. So the real fix for the Miata would to make second gear a touch quicker, so that when you're in those third gear grip and drift situations, you're a couple hundred RPMs higher. That would be its easiest fix. Technically using more torque. Got more of that engine helping you to push along. tires are rotating more, they're spinning quicker, all that bullshit. But we see the 8.6 putting a little bit of a gap on the Miata here at the start. The Miata stuck trailing behind. Never had the ideal RP. Oh yeah. Proper third gear would split the ground open with sheer amount of torque. Well yeah, that's why I say like 3 kilometers quicker second gear. Because the Miata is a really good car, but it's never been that good. Like, it's super good on Akagi, and then you look at every other course and it just kind of sucks. But if you make second gear quicker, it's still gonna be super good on Akagi, obviously. But like, then you look at the other courses where it has to use that third gear in the corners, and then wow, it's not super shit. It's like, there's no reason not to give it that buff and just make it a more viable car. Because I mean, you could take a GTR on Akagi and it's still gonna be sustainably good just because of the uphill part. And then you go to Tsubaki downhill uphill, it still does just fine, but like Miata doesn't have that. Akagi not bad. Usui is so good. Alright, Ricky, put it down. It really does deserve a little buff. It's similar if it got added. Yeah. R34 win, never. EK would be a cool car in this game. I don't actually know if EK is faster than EG or not, because EG's already too quick in this game. Like, I'm talking speed on straights. If we look at it from a power of the weight standpoint, it would be a little bit quicker realistically. But this game's not realistic, so who cares? But you gotta factor in like how amped up these cars are. Like when we look at it at an amped up perspective and power of the weight perspective, it doesn't really make sense. Like, hold on, I'm pretty sure Miata and EG are like actually similar in speed if you look at it power of the weight, but then in this game where everything's amped up, they're not amped up the same. EG's more amped up than Miata, which just doesn't really make sense. Ooh. Shit's crazy though. Thank you for comparison. Pretty sure the EG is actually 170. Or is that Kenta's fucking... No, EG's like 185. Like, look at the wiki right now. I would literally look at the wiki because Honey's about to take this for ASR. Literally about to look at the wiki. Shingo Shoji's Honda Civic. Yeah, he was pushing 185 PS, which is like 183 horsepower, and Rage Your Dream is playing. And Rage Your Dream is playing right at the end of the race. Oh my goodness, took last corner of Honey. When the music hits right in place, yeah, exactly. ASR takes the win for their team on Tsubaki and Takigahara. Very nice. We're gonna be moving over the ZF versus CKB now. I already have a link. Tio's helping me. Very nice from ASR. They took the win, but now we shift our attention to Zero Fighter versus Clutch Kick Bachelors, if I remember correctly. I don't know how to say it, actually. I'm a little stupid. Alright. Only 20 minutes late for ZF versus CKB. Very nice. Let me update the leaderboard real quick. Should be simple. So ASR topples Angels. Very nice. 12, 11. SR20 AG. There we go. Alright. We're now just waiting for this to start, and I'm probably gonna like fast forward to an actual song for the race. Oh, they said wait 2 minutes. Okay. Ace, wait for you. Oh my goodness, bro. Bro discovers, excuse me, one song and wants it everywhere. Joke. It's a good song. Okay, which one? There's like 25,000 versions. Alright, you're getting Dance Floor Night version. Unless it sucks. Oh, this is the regular version. Okay. We now move on to Tsubaki, which I don't know whose home course this is. I haven't got that far yet. I assume it's ZF's. Oh, and whoa, something happens there. Whoa. the MR2 makes a mistake and the EG6 slips by. Interesting. I have to update the score thingy up top. There we go. Wow. Yeah, Hedge messes up that corner. Hedge definitely overdrifting the MR2 a little bit too. But yeah, no, Hedge messes up and Rika's gets the pass on the second corner. Is Ringo still here doing predictions, or do I have to do them now? Who win the downhill? Oh, he didn't. Okay. So now it's up to me. Alright, cool. Alright, but yeah, no, wow, Hedge messes up and Rika's just swoops in, gets the pass on the inside. Hedge drifting these corners way too much for the MR2. I've played around with the MR2 on my day on Tsubaki, and this is a bit much. Yeah, no, it's a good red though. I'll give him that. That's a pretty good red. Rika's all the way up here in their gray EG6. The silver. I wish I could go into like free camera. That'd be so cool. I forget this one exists too. I forget. Little stationary cameras. Does the MR2 have an interior? No, it doesn't. ZG? No, neither car has an interior camera. But Hedge makes another mistake. I watched the replay on this one. I think Hedge made a mistake, then Rika's killed him after. Ah, okay, I'll look at it. I am gonna have to look at it anyways, because we didn't really get to see it that well. I doubt it, but yeah, I'll look at it. Oh. Edge sending it through. Rika's nowhere in sight. Yeah, there's not much to say about this, honestly. Just Edge made the mistake on the second corner. Rika's got by. There is the chance that Rika's killed him, though, so we are going to have to look at that, obviously. But yeah, oof, tough break. And the first run, like, Rika's definitely lagging a bit. That could have contributed if there is a possible murder on our hands here. Rika's rounding the second last corner here, bringing it into the last one here. Music ends pretty perfectly, actually. Hedge all the way back there. Rika's with a 35. Very nice. We're gonna have to check that one though. Alright, sorry, I was letting my cats out, sorry. I'm not sure if there was a kill there or not, but they ended up restarting anyways, so it hardly matters. Alright, I also have to soundproof my door. Alright. We now move into the restart of the downhill, since that was pretty boring, I will admit. Rika's now trailing behind Hedge here in the MR2. Rika's in there at EG6. Gonna have to find a way around the MR2 here. Might be able to get an overtake on them. Same the MR2, not playing very grippy like we'd see most MR2 players try and do, and now we see it. We're drifting these corners quite substantially. Rika's keeping it nice and cool behind him. Braking much later. Might see a move happen on the hairpin here. Down on the brake and both they go. Rika's middle of the road, eyes up the inside. Oh, little bit of aggressive on the guardrail there. Oh, okay, now that was way too aggressive. Oh, and that was lag aggressive. Oh, how do we rule that one? That was a bit heavy. There's lag and all, but that was really heavy. I could tell Rika's is easing off right now, trying to let Hedge catch up. But like, it's not really doing much. Yeah. And now Rika's goes. Rika's let Hedge catch back up. I mean, if it was lag and it wasn't that much of a shove, it was technically fine, but that looked pretty aggressive from the angle I saw it at. We're gonna have to look that one over, really. Heavy lag. Heavy ass lag. But yeah, Rika's gets the pass on Hedge and now speeding away. Not much to say. I'm sure Tio will have something to say on it anyways. I really don't know how to fix the Spotify overlay thing. The only fix I could do would just be reset OBS and Spotify and then do what bullshit it told me to do. But like, I can't just stop OBS right now. I'm kind of busy. So it's like, oh my goodness. I'll have to start a prediction for the uphill. 100%. You guys may have noticed, but I was able to change how the ads work on the Twitch stream. So like every now and then you guys would get like, beforehand we get like ads that lasted like an hour, like a minute and a half, not an hour would be crazy. Like a minute and a half long. You guys were just stuck there. But I was able to make it so they're shorter but happen more often. So now it's like, it happens at a quicker interval, but it lasts much less. It's like only 30 seconds. Which, unironically, would probably work better. Since you guys aren't stuck for that long anymore. I mean, there's more times when you get stuck, but it's only for 30 seconds instead of a minute and a half, which is crazy. Also, it works better for the intervals since these streams don't last that long anyway, so it probably brings more revenue to Absolute than the longer ones. Since at like an hour long, it's still the same amount, technically. But like, it has to do with the fact of how many times it would happen. Yeah, see, Tia has the same thing to say. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pin the blame on them for that one. Oh, all right. All right. Well, Rika's takes the win. Seems like both parties are fine with this. ZF takes the win on the downhill. I'll start an uphill prediction now that no, Vingo is here. Hi, Vingo. Vingo started it. Uphill prediction. Bet your money. Bet your points, not your money. Your points. Your point money. See what I mean? All right, uphill is UP and P. Toby. All right. Whose fucking home course is this? I have to. All right, this is ZF's home course of CKB. B gets the choice. Donick chooses lead Donick in the Miata against Evo 3. Yike. Donick is gonna have to pull out some crazy time here against I think I have short-term memory. Who was in the Evo 3? Toby. It was Toby. Right, Toby. I actually cannot remember. 37 from Toby. Very nice. Donick in the lead and their Miata with the lights. Oh, no, never mind. They turned the lights off. Oh, switching over. They turned it off. Old man yells at clown. It's lights. Okay. Toby trying behind the Miata. Whoa, a lot of lag from Donick. Toby's got to be careful trying to make an overtake here. Might be able to find it pretty easily though with the difference in their powers. As Toby eyes up the outside, but outside becomes completely unviable from the Miata. As he tries to squeeze through there, Donick... It's hard to tell where Donick actually is. And it's clear we can tell that Toby has no idea either. He's trailing behind as they go through. Toby might be able to make a move against the Miata here. That difference of speed, but no, whole lot of nothing. He wasn't able to get it done with that lag coming off from Donick here. Definitely pretty hard. Toby's got to wait into a much longer straight where Donick's lag evens out a little bit and he's able to make a move. Oh, it's hard to happen. Whoa, what happened to Donick? Donick swings wide, lag there. Toby right behind Donick. They both go into this long stretch here. Toby with the power. Donick's lines completely unclear. They send it through. Toby able to keep up here. Keeps a grip. Toby bring it to a side-by-side with Donick. With the lag, the Miata just shoots forward faster than the Evo does against it. Hard to make any kind of move against a driver this laggy. Might be able to see something happen here though after this corner. It's hard for both drivers to keep it steady, and Toby's able to come out the corner at a pretty equal pace to the Miata here, so we might see something happen. Toby backs off a bit, but rounding this hairpin, both cars are going to come out pretty slow, and Toby with that increased traction is able to get the move as they go side by side. A little bit of a tap there, I believe. Toby gets through Donick. Very nice pass from the Evo 3 on the Miata. Toby in the lead against Donick now. Oof. Not going to be easy for Donick here. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Clean on the inside. Yeah, very clean pass from the Evo. Probably the only kind of overtake he could make against the Miata with all the lag, so it was expected to happen. What song's the banger? Oh, yeah, that's pretty much a win. Like, Evo 3 got the fair overtake on the Miata, and now Evo 3 is a billion miles ahead. And we got another forward. Now I could do confetti without it being loud. Yeah. That should be pretty fine. Confetti. You guys love the confetti. Donick. Oh, sorry, I was tabbed out. I was messaging. My bad. But yeah, no, Donick falling way far behind Toby. Toby probably coming up to the the double hairpins? The double rights? The double 90s? Something. Toby sends it through in his Evo. Nice and uniform. Sends it through down the final straight. Passes the finish. 446 from being stuck behind the Miata for so long. ZF takes the win on Tsubaki. Kenny forgot to pay attention. Okay, well, nothing was happening. After that overtake, like, there was nothing. Alright, ZF takes the win on Tsubaki. Very nice. Oh, we're just going straight into this? Are we in the right lobby? Like, what's the move here? Heartbreak. Heartbreak. Alright, we have a lobby up. It's going to be Rika's and Sky. I forget how to say it. Oh, just Sky. Alright, never mind. Skyzen. Sky. Alright, we are now on to CKB's home course, so ZF gets home pick. Because it's US pick, not home pick, position pick. Sky is booting up their stuff. You, oh, heartbreak, heartbreak, 102. This is a banger song, though. How's the Miata lagging? Aside from what some people think, it's not me. Not my fault. This is copium. whole lot of nothing. There's just nothing. So I think we're going to uphill first, actually. Rika says Radman. Okay. They're gonna slide the Radman. Alright. Very fun. Oof. Oh, bloody hell. So we are waiting for Sky. We're now doing Radman. Radman being Radman, of course. It's going to be interesting. Join UPMP. Okay, so we're switching the uphill while they figure this out. Okay. So we are doing uphill first instead. Beautiful. Alright. Toby gets POS pick. And he already chose. He already knows what's up. We now move to the uphill. Toby in the Evo 3. Donic in the Miata. Donic is going to be chasing against the Evo 3 leading. Could we stop staring at the road? Oh, I love the look at the cars. There we go. Donic with a 344. Toby with a 32, I believe that said. But in that first round, we saw how much lag that Donic had, so I don't know if there's going to be any chance for an overtake here. Hope we had a great caster earlier. I was the caster earlier. There's a guy. But no, we saw Toby was able to get that clean overtake on Donic on Tsubaki's uphill, but just how much lag that Donic has, he wasn't able to make it at any other spot, so he decided to go for that that lead on Akagi's uphill here instead against Donic, and it's definitely gonna make a difference. Were you great though? Of course. Yeah, no, Donic falling back behind against Toby already here. About not even a minute through, and we're already seeing a gap that's about 50 meters between the two cars here, and there's not much to say about it. But Donic's falling back against Toby, and CKB is gonna hope they're able to pull some time on the downhill here if they want to have any chance for taking it home for their team. Yeah, no, Toby with the aura already about 100 meters ahead of Donic here. Yeah, no. Can he fix it or no? This isn't my fault. It's clear that Donic is just lagging overly bad. Easy way to get timed out. Bruh. Bro saying they're like, I'm gonna time everybody out. Never even timed out a single person. At 300 MS in Rika's lobby too. Yeah, no, it's crazy. ZF might be an incredible team, but they're all of their drivers have the worst lag I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Goki or Toby or whoever runs ZF. I forgot. Probably good. But your drivers, you all need to buy like super routers, please, please. You get one too. Actually, no, Toby's internet is fine. Toby's fine, but then Rika's is like Donic over here. Hey, the other guy over there. Bruh. Donic cooking? Well, Donic may be cooking, but he is like 5 corners behind. Maybe Donic will catch up in this section. Because honestly, there's nothing else I can really say about this. Toby was able to pick his position this time. He was able to get that start ahead of the Miata, and he's able to bring it home. What is the new Miata uphill meta? I don't know. Lake? That's the meta. Just him. That's it. No driving technique, just him. But Donic's not Lake. Cooking himself, you mean? Yeah. I mean, a 44 is... Oh, and Donick. Yeah, Donick knows it's over. Donick wins in people's heart. Miata up. Sure. Sob. And we should see Toby bring it home in a moment here. Yeah, 332. Very nice from Toby. Very nice. Now we could shift over to the downhill. This is going in my like song. I can already tell it's a banger. Alright, now we go over to Connect. Should be the same IP, right? Unless it's UPnP or something. Oh, it's a new IP. Oh, whoops. There we go. Now we can move to the downhill. 2 EG6s. My goodness. Alright. Chase. Rika's wants the chase. So we have Sky in the EG6. We have Rika's in the EG6 on Akagi's Downhill. This should be interesting. Blue versus silver. Rika's 4 seconds faster than Sky. Very interesting. Unless I read that wrong. I was kind of confused on who was in front or not. So one of them's 4 seconds faster, and I put my money on Rika's since they're on ZF. Rika's already looking for an opening against Sky here. Looking towards that inside, but we're seeing a bit of lag from Sky here. So Rika's trying to pull it into a side-by-side with those more inside lines, trying to bring it to wheel to wheel between these two drivers here on the downhill. Oh, I should have grabbed some water. Put in money, then you're ready to give it to me. Oh yeah, did Vingo start a prediction? Yeah, no, Rika's chasing right behind Sky. Sky's trying to bring that gap up between the two drivers here, but since they're both driving the same car, it's definitely not an easy task. Sky brakes much later than Rika's there. Could be lag though. Hard to tell between the two drivers here. Yeah, no, we're seeing Rika's brake when Sky brakes, and Sky's braking much later as he wheel spins right out of that and gets a huge lead from that. Whoa. Must have been some of that lag there, but that was basically a Fujiwara zone. And that wheel spin drift boost. Rika's falls back behind Sky a bit. Rika's is trying to take these lines with less wider angles, trying to preserve all that steering they can. The understeering the EG6 can be pretty bad at times, and it leads to a loss of pace even if you do hit a good apex, and it's best to get those tighter lines. Wide entry, tight exit kind of thing. Or at least on most corners. Akagi might be a little different because of the gutters and the overall camber of the corners. Rika's goes into the back of Sky there after he messes up. And the whole MPG blue color. Alright, bro. No one, I don't even think half of this community even knows what MPG is. As Rika's makes a move on the inside of Sky there. Wasn't enough. Lost the rear of the EG6 a little bit. Sky was able to power it through. Rika's still trying to make any kind of move they can against the EG6 ahead of them. Rika's goes down on the inside. Sky goes a bit wide. Sky, sooner on the throttle, was able to pull it through against Rika's here. Down under braking. Both the drivers go into the hairpin. Sky goes a little wide. Rika's eyeing up the inside. Sky's able to pull it through. And we're definitely seeing a bit of lag going on from Sky, and it's not as much as Rika's here. They're not actually as outside as Rika's or us may think. They're more on the inside of these corners, and we can see that with how their lag overlaps into Rika's line coming out of the corners. I'd say both these drivers are running a pretty similar line, but because of this lag, we just can't see it. So Rika's is going to have a hard time passing someone. They're basically phasing through here. Rika's tries to make another move on the inside. Sky goes a bit wide from that, trying to adjust to Rika's being onto the inside. Down into braking into the third hairpin here. Trying to find anything they can to bring this home on the first round. It looks like it might not be able to happen as they come into the second last corner here. Rika's right behind Sky, looking down the inside, down in the throttle as they go into the last corner. Sky's able to bring it home with a 331. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, crazy. Now we're gonna move on to the second round. Is the race in 2 hours gonna be fire? It should be. Hopefully. I don't know. I mean, FA is like Plat Spec Team, and then MSS is probably that same, so it should be a pretty equal battle between the two, I think. I don't know, it might not be the one you'd like, honey. Who knows though. We now move on to the second round. Rika's ahead of Sky here. Sky in that that really light blue EG6. Rika's in the gray EG. Both of them are EGs. Hope the internet is good. Yeah, they should be fine. Yeah, now Sky might be stuck trailing behind Rika's this round. We know that the two drivers have about a 4-second difference between them. So we might see this be over just by the second round, and ZF might be able to 2-0 CKB here. Oh, I really should have grabbed water. My throat's killing me. Or like some kind of soda or whatever. Some kind of liquid. Yeah, now Sky's trying to keep up with Rika's here, and we're seeing a little bit of a gap emerge compared to that first round where Rika's was stuck on Sky's bumper. We're seeing Sky a little bit further back than where Rika's were. Liquid. Rika's showing the pace to bring it home for Zero Fighter here. Sky is sending it through even with all the lag, scraping against the ground there. Definitely an interesting sight. Rika's now drift boost wheel spins out of there. That wheel spin drift boost solid. What about gas? Oh, this song's also kind of a banger actually. This is going in my like songs, and then I'm gonna listen to every single song the artist has made and in the albums that the song has been featured in. That's just how you discover more Europe. It's that simple. Gas. All right, wrap it up, Hedge. You're done. Get out. But we're seeing Sky fall back behind as we go into the windy section here. We're seeing the gap emerge between the two drivers. It's only about maybe 30-35 meters between the two. No, that's 40-45 maybe between these two cars here. Sky's definitely falling back, and we might not see this go into a third round if Sky can't pick up the pace against Rika's, and even if they do, it might not be enough. And why is there a phone in here? Hold on. Sorry about that. Hopefully the phone didn't go through the mic that much. Just hear the ring. But Sky still falling back behind Rika's, probably about 60-70 meters. Oh, that's about maybe 80-90. I need to adjust my distancing between the two cars here. It did, and it was very disturbed. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, no. Not much to say here, 6-7. Alright, bro, wrap it up. Yeah, 6 or 7. Alright. I can't say anything in this day and age. 6-7. You know, saw the difference. 6 or 7. Whatever. But yeah, no, Sky's falling back behind, and we're definitely, unless Rika's making some big mistake in the last 4 corners here, then Rika's will be able to bring it home for their team ZF here. Go back for CKB. Crazy. Yeah, no, Rika's about 100 meters ahead. Bring back the glory days of 69. Truly. Rika's rounds the final corner with a 327 flat. Brings it home for ZF. Takes the win. Excuse me. Both Tsubaki and Akagi. Very nice. I'm all sorts of tired. I got like 6 hours. It's high on the leaderboard, so racing the fast boy is kind of normal. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, ZF 2-0 CKB. Oh, T already updated the leaderboard. Very nice. ZF is now in provisional 6th place on the leaderboard. NS in 1st, AAC in 2nd, ISS in 3rd, AMG in 4th, CKM in 5th, and then ZF and CKB and then ABS in 8th, CP in 9th, MSS in 10th, ASR in 11th, Angels in 12th, FA in 13th, MGS in 14th, UTC in 15th, and in dead last we have RSS at 16th. Very nice. Very good race. There we go. Sorry, my mic accidentally disconnected because I was messing with it. Why wouldn't I be? Like I was saying, Honey's probably gonna be streaming later today. Unless he can't, then I could probably take over, something like that. I'm probably just gonna go and like work out at the gym or something like that. Probably just go for the jacuzzi anyways. But that wraps up ZF versus CKB, as well as ASR versus AG. Very nice, very good. So yeah, I'll probably see you guys most likely next Sunday, since I'll probably stream tomorrow. So yeah, you guys take care. Bye.